Hi everyone, my name is Andre Novoa. I'm the owner and lead game designer at Games Omnivorous, and I'm here to talk about my new game, FLAIL. So let's talk about the Bard class in FLAIL. I've always considered the Bard some sort of a support character that instills some unpredictability, some chaos, even some silliness into a scene. So let's see what I try to do with the Bard for FLAIL. Bards typically have lower hit points than average, and they use relatively smallish weapons. They can only use basic armor. So this is more a character that is not in the front line of combat, but is more a support character that stays behind. As most bards, or the classic bard in OSR and classic D&D games, is kind of a jack of all trades. They can pick a cutthroat thieving talent, or they can pick a tinkerer's gadget. They can also choose a wizard spell, one per level. So this makes them a bit customizable and take cool things from different classes. But I think that the real meat and potatoes of the Bard class, and what is really unique in this class for FLAIL, is the music talents and how these work. So bards choose music instruments, one at level 1, and then another one at level 3, and another one at level 5. There's a bunch of them to choose from, and players are obviously encouraged to also come up with their own. There's the long crumhorn of Pandemonium, or the skull harp of the Abyss, or the tin whistle of spontaneous combustion. Different instruments that do cool and chaotic things. So the way these musical instruments work is the bard, whenever they play or perform one of these instruments, has to make a charisma save. Now, if they succeed in this charisma save, they will roll a d4 in the respective instrument table. And usually, the first 4 entries are always good. But if they fail, they have to roll a d10 in this table. Now, entries between 5 and 10, this is when things get messy and a bit more unpredictable, and sometimes these are things that are bad and that work against the bard and their allies. And I think this design makes the bard really unpredictable, makes the bard cool, it does cool things, but it's also a character that is prone to annoy other player characters, which I think is very bard-like, and this is what I try to do with the bard class in FLAIL.